We're back at Calico Ghost Town. Here you leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and vampires. I'm here after a long, dusty drive through the Mojave Desert to visit a town like no other. There was nothing out here but scorpions until in 1861, 3 prospectors by the name of S.C. Warden, Hughes Thomas, and John C. King came out to this barren wilderness and located some claims out here. They were hunting for precious metals. Now I'm not sure whether they were looking for gold or what, but they found hints and traces of silver. What started out as a remote mining camp peppered with 40 or 50 little mining operations soon became consolidated into the mighty Silver King mine. And soon there were nearly 5,000 people living here, and that's how the town of Calico was founded. Between 1862 and 1896, when the silver mines finally shut down, they pulled $10 to $20 million worth of silver out of here, which is about $560 million worth today. Throngs of people were moving out here into the random vastness of the desert to this little town of Calico. There were brothels, there were saloons, there was all kinds of crazy stuff going on out here. There was a fire department, a church. Luckily, as the silver was running out, they discovered that there was a mineral called borax out here.
Borax?
Now, borax is used in soap. Eventually, over the years, Calico became all but abandoned and became a true ghost town. But luckily for Calico, there was one young man who used to work out here who was determined to bring this ghost town back from the dead. In 1951, Walter Knott, or the other Walt as I like to call him, purchased the town of Calico and started restoring it. Half history and half zany tourist trap, Walter Knott's reinvention of Calico Ghost Town is an incredible thing. I don't think it ever drew the amount of tourists he was hoping it would draw, but it's still alive and well today with plenty of visitors that are driving the stretch of highway between Los Angeles and Las Vegas. Only a few of the buildings here are still original to the 1800s, but I thought we'd come to Calico, take a look around the modern Calico Ghost Town and see what there is to see. And I guess Tyler Evans, rock journalist, is coming with us. Welcome to Calico. Look at that thing. Back before they had plumbing and fire engines here, the only way they could put out fire was with a bucket brigade. They would take one of these buckets, scoop out the water, and hand the buckets to each other. Fire, 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 fire. North Pole? As rich of a history as Calico has, it definitely has that Walter Knott stamp on it, and it reminds me a lot of Ghost Town in Knott's Berry Farm. As a matter of fact, I think it's safe to say that modern Calico is more patterned on Knott's Berry Farm's ghost town than an actual Old West ghost town. But hey, I'm not complaining. Some of the buildings though in Calico are not reproductions. One of them is the Lucy Lane House and Museum, which is the home of one of the last residents in Calico. Here's Lucy Lane's toilet. Not many people know that Santa Claus was Lucy Lane's roommate. In the early days, Lucy Lane and her husband used to run a general store here. Come quick! Supplies! Ah, candy and tobacco. They got everything from Western clothing to candy here.
This store is scary.
Gold!
I got $5 for a photograph there, partner.
Hello.
You boys are going up top of town. I got mail for old Red up there at the Rock House at the Hyena.
You got mail for me, you said?
Hey Tyler, I know earlier you were saying you didn't have many horses in the area of the South where you lived.
Yeah, not a lot of horses.
Well, now you can grow your own pony. Lucille Ball? Here's one of those classic Walter Knott pecans here. Ooh. What do you think of that, Tyler? Most people walk through the little downtown area and can't believe that thousands of people used to live out here. That's because most of the residential area of the town was over here in East Calico, past these little hills where it gets flat. It was covered with wooden houses that are now all completely gone. Much like many other towns in the Old West, it had its very own Chinatown. Typical with many Chinatowns, the Chinese were forced to live in the weird, narrow cracks and canyons here in Calico. Because of Knott's reconstruction, you sometimes can't tell what's original and what's not. Let's take a peek. This is eerily reminiscent of the Hopwing Lee Laundry in Knott's Berry Farm. Excuse me? Calico is full of all kinds of weird tourist attractions and all kinds of kitschy shops, but it was actually a real working mining town, and one of the coolest features of Calico is the ability to go down into the Maggie Mine and check out what a mine was like for yourself.
Enjoy.
Let's go inside. I hope it's not too dark in here.
Howdy, folks, and welcome to the Maggie Mine, one of the most historic in Southern California. Before your journey into the mine, we'll give your eyes a chance to get accustomed to the dark as we give you a mini education on the type of minerals Calico is famous for.
Most of the mining was done up on Calico Mountain, which is completely unsafe and unsuited for tourists to travel in. So they opened up the Maggie Mine, being relatively safer and underneath Calico. If nothing so far has really displayed that Knott's Berry Farm presence to you, maybe this will change your mind. This looks just like the Calico Mine ride. A ladder to nowhere. I feel like Indiana Jones, bro. I feel like Indiana Jones. I feel like Short Round. Dead end. Down here at this dead end is Dead Man's Drift. It was called Dead Man's Drift because there's no timbers holding up this crazy cave. It's pretty creepy. You never know what kind of creatures you might spot in here. Here it is. The Glory Hole. Now the Glory Hole is not what you're thinking at all. It's called the Glory Hole because this is the one spot where they pulled the giantest chunk of silver out of the mountain. The $65,000 Glory Hole. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that's a little insensitive. These guys have been in the Glory Hole so long, they're probably covered in glory.
Few people truly understand the love between two miners.
I love you, Jebediah.
I know. There's our shadows.
Ah, can we catch them?
We're like the Shadow Brothers. What the heck is this? That might be the scariest thing I've ever seen. This will haunt my nightmares. After the Glory Hole, it's all pretty much uphill from there. Back up and out of this mine before Tyler gets too claustrophobic.
I've never had a good experience in a glory hole.
Come on, Tyler. It's like Temple of Doom. Gotta push it the other way. Oh my gosh, go, Tyler. Whoa. While the Maggie Mine might be the only mine that you can explore here, at least for $2, this place is littered with all kinds of mine shafts, and you don't usually get these friendly warning signs either. If you venture out beyond the boundaries of the friendly touristy part of the ghost town, there's all kinds of pits straight down in the ground, and all kinds of piles of bottles and cans and nails and all kinds of other nasty stuff. So if you go exploring out there in the desert, make sure you have your tetanus shot. Tyler's having a little trouble with the mountainous terrain. Think goat, Tyler.
I don't know what that means!
You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. All those years of mining produced this huge pile of mine tailings. They say there's millions of dollars worth of silver still in those mine tailings, but that it would cost more millions of dollars to get the silver out of all that stuff than the silver is worth. Seems like such a waste. All kinds of lonely miners lived out here. As with other desert mining towns out here, wood was scarce and badly needed for timbers inside the mines themselves. So many of the miners used rocks and the natural architecture to build themselves these unique homes. Living under a rock. Fun for the whole family.
Looks like my first apartment. Only my first apartment wasn't as nice.
My house still isn't as nice. One of the most memorable postcard-like images here at Calico is the old schoolhouse. This is not very high off the ground, but it feels very dangerous.
Saw that coming.
This is where the children of all those miners learn to read. They say the schoolhouse is very, very haunted. Which is kind of interesting because on Sundays the schoolhouse doubled as a church. So shouldn't this technically be holy ground? Maybe that only works against vampires, not ghosts. Alright, back to town. I don't like this bridge at all. It's not stable. If you get hungry, have a bite to eat at the Old Miners Cafe.
How old is an old miner? 17?
In addition to the historic buildings and the old mines to explore, they also have gunfights in the streets of Calico.
Shoot him, deputy! Shoot him! Shot the baby! You know that's against the rules!
In the early part of this century, a lot of the north side of Calico, up higher on the hill, burned to the ground. They've since lovingly restored it. Can't even tell the difference. Even the restrooms look like they're straight out of a Western. These are the wildest restrooms in the West. There's still all kinds of authentic mining antiques and relics out here. Slow down, Dr. Jones! Wait, why would they bring the silver by stage if the silver came from... Oh my gosh, this whole time we've been wandering around this town and the good stuff was right in here. Let's go. Oh, welcome.
Where are the signs up there?
Wow. Treasure. Ooh.
Then after that it'll be...
Ah. We didn't need to mine, guys. We just need to scoop. They've got the gold right here. I needed one of these. This gemstone donut is only 10 bucks. That's a heck of a deal. This is the best stuff. Boba Fett.
Kiki,
They are not for sale. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? This place rocks, Tyler. Yeah. One of the last remaining authentic buildings here is this building behind us, Lil's Saloon. Tyler, you want to go in and get yourself a sarsaparilla?
I wouldn't hate it.
Let's do it.
That's nice to sand.
Both baskets and woven goods are available at the candle shop. It smells ridiculously good in here. Like mother's love. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, I knew it. They're witches. They have a lot of incense out here. But the best incense, take it from me, Knock Java. This is the good stuff. Ooh, there's so much potpourri here. Just a hint of lime. No thanks. Well, the sunlight's fading here in Calico, and soon we'll have to hit the old dusty trail. But before we go, Tyler and I are gonna have to walk back through Chinatown to the Calico railroad station and take a ride. We gotta make it to the train on time. Come on, Tyler.
I'm going.
Get the lead out. Let's run down to Calico. This seems slightly dangerous. Ow. Yeah. No. Oh, we missed it. The train is gone. The train is gone. We wanted to take you on a ride on the Calico and Odessa Railroad. Oh, there just wasn't enough time. So I guess this means we've got to come back. We have to go back pretty soon. So make sure you subscribe up here for some more videos.
It's your ticket to adventure.
Well, I'm sad they're leaving Sassafras, but at least we know where to find them. Livefastdiepoor.com. I don't know what that means, sassafras, and I don't know where my nose is either. The next time we come back, we'll have a lot more to see, and there'll be a lot less tourists running around in the background. I mean, maybe we'll even check out a show. We'll ride the Calico Railroad, take a souvenir Western photo, check out the ruins of old Chinatown, and a lot more. Make sure you check out our website, and I'll have some more pictures from this trip, some other trips in the past posted up with a little bit more information about Calico. Till then, see you next time. Say bye, Tyler.
Bye, Tyler!
Bye! My mom always said if you climb mountains, good things will happen. And we found the guys from Utmost Studios! Yay! They normally look like hot air balloons. I'll explain later. It's a little dark in the barber shop. We'll have to save that for next time. Holy crap. Tyler, you got a quarter?
I do!
All right, let's do this. Let's watch him do the minor shuffle. All right, go for it, man. He's not doing much. I don't know how to feel about that, man.
That was unpleasant.
This looks like the best book ever. Now you can find gem trails the same way the pioneers did. GPS. Subscribe to Tyler's channel where he'll have videos about rock and roll history and other stuff once I let him out of this jail. It reminds me of my time in the South. Best thing about next time we come is the Old West won't have so many Christmas lights.
Where's Santa go?
I mean, it'll have some Christmas lights, just not this much. Look at this guy, sauntering through town like he's Rango or something. Weird. Just weird.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Later.
Thanks for watching. Uh-oh. These clothes are uncomfortable.
My head feels funny.
Oh, let's get some Chipotle.
Okay.
We picked him up very gently.
This is eerily. Ooh. Just think that this is where all those children who lived out here in the desert learned to read and learn their arithmetic. And just think, this is where all those same children used to poop.
Oh, still smells.
I gotta say though, if you have to go to the bathroom out here, it's a pretty beautiful spot to do it.
Just bring a newspaper.
Tyler says Calico's a great place to meet chicks. But they look a little young to me. Well, the silver's all played out, but at least I still have my mule. Alright Tyler, so where's your cousin?
What are you talking about?
The one who gave us a ride here?
Dude, he left a long time ago.
Why are we supposed to get home?
A grapefruit.